Well, welcome back to hazzbroshide. We're going to shoot another edition of our St. Patrick's Day Challenge, this time with a Barra Rosie. So this is a really kind of cool gun. I've seen it on different channels, walnut and steel, different things like that, and they had some really good results. It's cheap. It's really cheap for what it is, and it shoots really good. So I've loaded it up with cheap BBs. The standard Copperhead Crossman BBs, a 6,000 bottle deal, and it shoots really good. So let's see how we do. We're at 7 yards, shooting our St. Patrick's Day Challenge with open sights. Let's see how we do. Now, if you're not familiar with this gun, it's kind of unusual. So you have a magazine here for BBs. You put a few in there. I think it holds 50, something like that. We may find out if I run out. But then you have to pull the bolt back, and it may or may not pick up a BB on any of this magnet on the end of the bolt. So sometimes you may have to shake it. This time it did. You can close the bolt, pull this cocking lever up. That actually charges the system now. It's a gas piston. And then you got to pull the hammer back. That's your safety, your final safety there. And then you're ready to go. Now, it's a really heavy pull trigger. So you go all the way back against a strong wall, and then it's a heavy pull. But the gun shoots. So let's see how well I can deal with the trigger. We'll start off with that center target. Yeah, I wobbled a little bit there. Now, wait a minute. Came in again, pull it back. Make sure it has a BB on the magnet. Then you can bring the cocking handle up. Pull the hammer back. Ready to go. Seems like feeding these Crossmen a little better. I initially tried some of the Hornady Black Diamonds in them, and they work fine. They just didn't always feed into the mechanism. Sometimes you had to shake a little bit. All right, so get 2. Three. Now there, I don't know if you can see in there, that's a Black Diamond BB. I must have had still a few lingering in that chamber, because there's one. I don't know how much the weight difference is on them or not. We're going to find out. I believe this is 4. Yeah, there's at least a couple more in there. There's another one. Put 5 on there, and we'll go down and take a look at our first target just to see how we're grouping. All right, stand by. All right, I had 1 high there, but the other 4 are pretty good. 3 on a really tight group. So, yeah, I believe the gun shoots good. Other than that trigger, I need to figure out if there's something I can do to lighten that trigger. Because this gun could be, I believe it could be just an amazing rifle if I lighten it in some way, but I'll have to look into that. All right, so let's go to the upper left-hand leprechaun, and I'm sorry if I'm short of breath. I'm still getting over being ill. My lung capacity is just not right. But I'm doing my best. Let's see how we do. Takes me a little bit longer, just because I just know I'm going to be jerking that trigger with that heavy, heavy pull. Trying to concentrate pulling straight back and through once I hit this wall, which is right about there. I believe that's 3. Four. and 5. Give you an idea, this gun, I think, fit my granddaughter BB a little better. So I let her try it, and that's the reason I really picked this up, was in case the other one was too big for her, and it was a little big for her, the pink one. But while this fits her better, the trigger is so heavy, she couldn't really shoot it. She was really struggling to shoot it. So it's one downside to this that I just hope I can find a way to fix. That would be a really nice thing. All right, so that should be 5 on the upper left. So we'll shoot the upper right, then we're going to go down and take another quick look. Should be 3. And 4. All right, you're going to take a look. All right, so it appears I am fighting the trigger, like I can feel. No surprise here. And I pulled most of them to the right there in that last target. I only got 2, I believe, hit that target. And I lost a few on the previous one too. So try to do my best, I guess. But like I say, that's the one downfall of this thing. It's just a very, very heavy trigger. I don't know if the, what's the other one called? It's Barra Junior. They have the full-size one of this available too for just $20, $30 more. If it's any better or not, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Nibs. I think he has one. All right, so the leprechaun on the bottom left. Let's see if I can do any better. I'll have to chronograph this because it does throw them out pretty hot. At least it sounds that way. Should be 3 on this one. Well, remember I told you I could be out. Stand by. All right. Didn't have the other copper heads right here, so I filled it back up with black diamond. So we're shooting a whole mix on this whole target. All right, so I think it's 3 there. And kind of doing this makes me lose track a little bit, so we'll check again. Well, that seemed kind of odd. Let's try that again. That was a misfire the way that safety worked a little bit. Let's try that on 4. And I believe that's 5 on that bottom left hand. So we'll go to the bottom right hand here before we shoot our bonus one. We'll check it. These decreasing sizes, I'm trying to really play with it. It gets a lot harder. Especially when you're holding over or holding windage, which I am just a little bit on elevation. I think it's pretty close on windage. Be 3. Four. And 5. Stand by, we'll take one more look. Well, better. I'm getting better with this gun, that heavy trigger. Groups are shrinking. I still got a few into the leprechauns, I think. I'll have to check them when we score this here in just a minute, but not bad. I think it's pretty good. So far, anyway. So now let's take our bonus shot. Remember, we're shooting at the buckle on the hat. You can hit the hat, 10 points. Hit the buckle, you get 15. Hit the leprechaun, you're going to lose 5. And that's what happened to me on one other one. So let's see how we do with this one. All right, let's go see how we did. All right, welcome back in from the range and to a very messy bench. And I apologize for that. I just have a rifle underneath all this mess going on that I don't want to move around till I finish it. I have it very close, waiting on a couple seals to come in and a little other work. And this is the kind of stuff we got to do too on another rifle. We're going to be silver soldering on an original sight back onto a Daisy Red Ryder, 1938, I believe this one was. And the sight was gone, the rear sight was gone. I found one, and so we're going to silver sight it back. Anyway, that's what a lot of this mess is about here. Just trying to finish those projects up because we're going to shoot them again on this contest. But now it's about our Barra Rosie. I'm really impressed. For a cheap gun, I just got to find a way to make this trigger better. I mean, I'll do a trigger pull test maybe sometime with this thing. It's a rock. I mean, you're pulling really hard. I bet you it's over 10 pounds. And it's really harsh. You can feel a lot of take up, that's fine. So you take it up, you hit the wall, but then that lasts a little bit. It's hard to concentrate and not flinch. Just the mechanics of that much force when it releases will move the gun. Quite difficult. But the gun is really accurate. I mean, I'm impressed. I am really impressed by this. I just had this a very short time, and I've done very few shots just to check it out. And it can shoot. It can really shoot. So we'll figure out something here. I'll get a hold of Nibs of Walnut Steel, see if he's done anything with them. And if not, well, I'll just work on it myself and see what I can do about lightening that pull. Well, here's a target. Not so bad. Now, this is open sights at 7 yards. If you saw the introductory video, I shot my 499 with peep sights, 499A, that would upgraded to peep sights. Well, the modern peep sight. Anyway, oh, excuse me, I'm tired. Sorry about the yawn. Anyway, that 499A had been upgraded with the rear sight like on a 499B, and it shot really well. It only shot 1 point better than this. Okay, now, is it the guns? No, it's all me. I'm still sick. I'm still shaky, and even at my best, maybe I messed this up. But nonetheless, 34 points. And I'll show you how we got there with it. So I hit all 5 here at the beginning. This is my first one. And then I brought it down. This one was a little bit left. And I put it 3 in a really tight group, 7 yards. That's pretty good. So then I came over here and I shot this one. And I pulled 2 down here. And this is me fighting the trigger. And I knew I was fighting the trigger. And I'm also kind of guessing on how much to bring it down, because I was shooting here to hit here. But when the target size changes, ends up being this proportion is about the same for this target. It changes on the rest of them. So anyway, 3 of 5 there. Over here though, I shifted to the right, and again I'm fighting the trigger. I could feel myself fighting the trigger, and I got 1 to clip the edge, 1 to hit the target here, but this one were clearly out, so only 2 points. Well then, I kind of focused, tried to regroup a little bit, and I put 4 into that tiny little group. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Offhand, 7 yards, open sights. It just tells you that the gun can shoot. And then, of course, I center punched him in the mouth. So, fortunately, that doesn't count against me at this point. And then I got 5 here. So this one was close, but it did hit the edge of the red target, no problem. And then all there, but the same kind of thing. Look at those 3. In fact, look at the whole group, but look at those 3 right there. And that gun can shoot. And I'm telling you, it can shoot. So I came up here from a bonus shot. Now, this is one I really wanted to show you here. I guess I put my plug away. Let me get this back out real quick, because I want to show you, this really pushes the limits on hitting the leprechaun, hitting the not leprechaun. So I wanted you guys to see this. So I hit the buckle, clearly hit the buckle, right? And I hit his hat, and I came down a little bit, and I'm just not sure. So if I look at that purely by this, it's good, it's clean. And when I put the plug in there, now, I'm sure you may not be able to see that, but there is so close to hitting the skin there. It's going through his red hair. Okay, so that's okay. He clipped his hair but didn't hit his head, and so we're going to count that as good for anybody else that does that too. So as long as you are sure the bottom of that's just in the hair, it's good. So 15 points. So the total then was 34 points. I lost 6 points around there. Not bad for offhand open sights. Will that win? Probably not. And I don't care that it does, because I try to win. I try to shoot my best, right? But I can't win in any contest that I run. All right? I just remove myself from winning, other than just on the leaderboard and having fun with it. And even then, when it gets to the final count, I remove myself and let somebody else win. But I do like to see how I rank and if I'm improving or not. So anyway, fun target. I mean, I'm having a ball so far shooting this, even being, even being sick. Sorry about the cough. But we'll end this video here. And I hope you do like this stuff. If you do, get out, shoot the target. It's over at hazzbroshide.com. And again, I'd love for you to send me a video back. But if you can't, you just want to shoot a picture, shoot your target, send it to hasbro1964@gmail.com. And I'll post your target on leaderboard and keep track of your video on the leaderboard too and your scores. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you do like it. If you do, if you haven't already, give me a like and subscribe. We'll catch you later.